everyone, Kevin Richards here from Rock to Stage NYC here on YouTube and rpmvocalstudio.com on the web for voice lessons worldwide. Coming at you today. I get this question a lot and I've seen some people be confused about this, but what's the difference between belting and mixing? Okay, well, let's define what the two of them are. Belting is essentially any note that you sing louder than the rest of the song to emphasize a certain part, certain words, certain section of a song. Usually in songwriting they might refer to these sometimes as the money notes. The certain part of the song that they'll kind of lift. They'll have a few notes that are higher than the rest of the song to kind of lift the song up a little bit so they can bring it back down. This does usually turn where you to like a belt. You're going to belt those out. A lot of the sort of the belt area, what the people call a belt range, basically between like the E above middle C here to like the A or the B flat B, 5, E4, E above middle C here. In that range is typically where people will probably belt something because it's it's a powerful, very resonant sound. But belting can be anything. If I go, you know, hey, hey, C or a D here, hey, and the rest of the song is, you know, let's say it's I'm in the mood. I'll take the Little Rascals. I'm in the mood for love, simply because you're near me. Well, anytime you're near me, that E right there is your belt of that song. It's kind of the money note. I'm in a mood for love. Brings it back down to the low C here, C3. That E up there is considered the money notes. It lifts the song out, brings it back down. Now mixing is a completely different thing. That has to do with mixing of resonances inside the resonant space in here, inside your vocal tract. You have sort of lower mix, middle mix, and kind of upper mix. Your lower mix would be when you're kind of mostly resonating in your throat, but there's some mouth in there. Typically, I say around here. The dominant resonance there is here in the throat, or the laryngopharynx. Sorry, senior moment. Sorry, laryngopharynx here. But there's still some mouth resonance in that, some oropharynx resonance in there. So it's a mix of these two, and this is what you term sort of lower mix. It's in the lower portion of the mixing area. Now as we get, say, towards C and D and E here, middle C, that feels neither low nor high. It feels right in the middle. So it's be kind of middle mix. It's an even mix. It's an even mix of laryngopharynx, oropharynx, and nasopharynx. It kind of is a mix of all three of those. As you leave sort of the middle C area and start to go towards the G, the A, you're mixing more of the mouth and the sinus cavity, or the oropharynx and the nasopharynx area of, and a little bit across the roof of your mouth there. So that's upper mix. So you've got kind of three. So mixing is a completely different thing than belting. So let's just define those two. So when you can put those two together, you can belt in various mixes. You can belt in a lower mix, a middle mix, or upper mix. Hey, you can belt in those three different areas. So belting and mixing are not the same thing. They can be intermingled, but they are two separate things defined by two separate ideas and configurations and things like that. Yeah, there's two definitions, so they're not the same thing. But you will hear sometimes those two things combined together, but they are essentially two separate things. So a belt can be basically any note you sing louder than the rest of the song to emphasize a certain area. Mixing is basically where you're singing in your range and what part of these three main resonances you are mixing. You got lower, middle, and sort of upper mix. So I hope that clears up things for everybody. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please share it wherever you like. In the description below there is a link to get both my vocal courses for just $50. That's half off normal price. just for being a watcher of this video, and maybe you looked at other videos on my channel, stuff like that. Maybe you're a subscriber. Thank you very much. So please, questions below, please. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Till next time, Kevin Richards. See ya. Where is the camera? There it is. Okay.